Hello? Oh my god, my mic. Christ. Hello, Lord. Hello, Lord. Hello, Lord. Whoa. Okay. Stop playing. Is it playing? It is playing. I'm not hearing it. Hang on. Volume mixer. Yes, yes, yes. So today I'm gonna be drawing this, and today you guys are either gonna go crazy because I'm gonna play the same music for the next 3 hours, and it's not going to be very cheerful music. But because this is a stream about the behind the scenes process, this is the only way to stay faithful to the objective of the stream, which is to convey the environment, convey the ideas in its rawest form. So I'll be listening to this for 23 hours. I imagine someone's gonna ask me about the music at some point. Regardless. Unless I get copy struck, then that's a different issue. But anyways. Uh Oh, they upgraded the UI. How nice. So I'm just writing a message here. I'm gonna be pinning this. Okay. Coming back into this, there's some things I don't necessarily like too much. And I'll try to fix those slowly, bit by bit, before I commit. One tick? Half a tick. Yes. I don't think I'll get striked, so this is likely gonna be the music for a while, but like, anyways, 5 degrees now. This is more straight, right? 2.5? Thereabouts. 3. 3 it is. Maybe not. I don't know. That put the controller. No, what Yeah, I thought I cleared it yesterday. I guess I'm not. Oh, thumbnail Did I move it? Let's move it. Yeah, I moved it. Right, I need my reference. Need to fix the years. I see. Let's not move forward to No, this is still better, I think. Oh, I see. I'll be right back. Okay. Anyways, I feel like Patient Gun would help a lot with the static and everything, but there's, I think, a good reason for us to not do that. So I'm not going to. Hello, Uni. Wait, is the pin message at the bottom now? Oh my god. That's a bit weird. Yes, Uni. Today is Drive Everyone Mad Day because I'll be playing the same 30-second music on repeat for the next 3 hours. Yeah. I would separate the I could separate it out like I always do, but I realized that I at least need one time where there's alignment between what is it that I am experiencing versus what is it that everyone is experiencing, so that the stream can serve its purpose of documenting the process. So if it means immersing myself in this music, which I have already been doing for a while, even at work today, then it's gotta, it is what it is. Anyways, I don't know about her scale. Oh, push this sequence. What? Oh, we're not tilted enough? Or what? We're not. Oh, I should have just drawn a box first. This is where I am. Here. Mm-hmm. Control is just a second. Dang it, dude. This is not aligning. I don't know. Wait, how do I craft this perspective? I think I just freehanded, didn't I? Dang it. I hope this is not going to cause any problems. Loika. Let's see. That's one. What? Where's my web? Here. Oh, I changed this to black, by the way. Should have just been desaturated the whole time because It's meant to show the colors and all that. But like that, like this. Did I send it? Oh, I did. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this looks pretty nice. It's a pretty pug. Oh my god. I hate like notifications that I cannot close. So annoying. It blocks like half my screen. What am I looking at? Mm-hmm. Oh, rapids. Okay, it's a bit hard to read. I guess it's like one level, second level, and the lowest level, and then the water is just slowly cascading down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything is very nice. Everything feels very nice and smooth. Rendering is very simple, straightforward. Really lets the colors shine, I guess. If you don't have like a lot of random ass shapes or like a lot of details and textures and all that. There's space for like the color contrast to pop out. Oh, it would have popped out anyway, right? I suppose. Most useless zoom ever. What? Why does it do that? Sorry, I can't quite evaluate that well when I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm detaching from everything so I can focus on my own stuff. It's it just looks nice. It looks good. Yeah, but thank you, Uni. I But it is very good. Like the colors, the comps, the ideas, everything is very aesthetic. Everything's very well put together. This is a really good maybe study for composition. Anyways, thank you, Uni. And 33. take the average here. Huh. Okay. Maybe I should put it on here instead. Should they be turned up? Oh, wait a second. Hmm. She looks tiny. Holy crap. Oh, wait, hang on. Ah, scaling so hard. These things are way too high, right? Oh wait, can I just do this? No, it's perspective. So I need to shift. Shit. Because the square remains here, but my grid moves. If I move it up here, what happens now? So this stays, but everything else is more intense. No, it's a bit lower. Okay, this makes more sense. I think this height would look a little bit better. I still keep these. The height above would be somewhere, say here. Actually, might be a bit too big. Maybe like here. Now it's too big. Yeah. What? It kind of is a charm to the original, where the perspective and the lines and grids are all like kind of wonky. Hmm. Raise the ceiling a bit. Or not. We have a lot more rooms. Can I get more rooms? Oh, wait a second. Wrong layer. Hello, Igami. It's a great place to be. Kind of waiting for you guys to hop on eventually so that I can grab your actual usernames here. Somehow. Anyways. Yeah, for sure, Igami. All the best for your project. The scroller at the bottom. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Thanks, it's very hard. It's so hard to read the colors because they're so intense. Yes, thank you, Igami. Oh boy, it's gonna take a while. Is that what that is? Doesn't look like it though. Holy shit. I'm actually kind of sad that the song isn't actually as effective as it was earlier today because I keep listening to it. Yeah, you should probably mute me because it's only gonna get worse from here. Ooga, ooga. My god. I didn't think you'd be listening along because this is I would say it's very detrimental to everyone else. I see. At least all the process stuff on my end is makes sense now, I think. There is still a time limit to how long I can hold on to the feeling, but then because it's grounded in music this time around it's a lot more consistent, I feel like. And some ideas will explore a little bit more successfully, I think. Execution is gonna be a problem for a while, but at least I understand what I was going for. I hope. In the future I'll find out if this carries forwards well enough to be stable and consistent. I don't think it'd just be the music driving people crazy in a couple of months, I think. Because this palette is gonna be here for a while. We're seeing a lot of red and orange for a while. I hope that's not gonna mess me up too bad. And the colors are hard though. This really does remind me of like a book cover or something. It is the right size. It is B5. Oh, there. Is it B5? Yeah, it's B5, I think. I was right there at the top of the screen. Yeah, it's so much more vibrant on my tablet this time for some reason. I thought my tablet sucked at colors. Dang it, dude. What color is this? I think that's like just this really vibrant spread of high saturation colors right next to each other. And I'm perceiving the final effect, but I simply cannot break it down to its constituent colors. It's just impossible, because every time I put one piece of it down, it just looks so weird because the other ones are not there yet. Polaris. God, that brush is also not helping. Yeah, now it looks too mellow. It needs to be more saturated somehow. What gonna? Right. Oh dang, it feels so tilted once I flip it. Brain auto compensated for the other angle. And now this looks insane. Targeting is pushing in. Oh, wait a second. It's over here. Oh, actually, I'm looking at this now. It'd be kind of cool if like the light rays kind of form like a set of wings. It was not in the intention, but like because we changed the comp so that she's in the middle, we have an opportunity to do something that the original didn't. Hmm. Interesting, interesting. Uh, I need to get the colors right first though. The colors are still kind of off. Sealing is still kind of correct. Roski, help me. Some kind of color hell or something. God. How do I do this? Screen. Oh, more saturation. I see. Perhaps, yeah, indeed. That is true. Let me fix some stuff here. Okay. Oh, shit. Hello, Devay. One second, Devay. I'll get right to it. A little respite. Oh, look at that. We have been here before. Take a look. Wow, look at all the colors that I that we haven't been looking at for the past 1 hour and a half. Um. Yeah, some green to offset my eyes that were burned by the reds. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting indeed. Did they what? Did they design a separate card for every single artist? Like, at least that was presented like this? Wow, okay. Hey, pre-order is open? I'm gonna send this link because we just happen to be here, but link is in the bio. Sorry, I'm blind. Is it playing music too? It's just me to. Is it lagging? So there's the art book bundle, and then the deck is 70. So 70, 35 together, you save $5. The, oh, okay, it's just me? What? Am I lagging? Why does it feel so sluggish? Not that first rodeo I see. Sorry, this is very far from the actual daily, but looks like they have been selling a lot of stuff. Pretty cool. Dang, look at the render. It's oops. Yeah, brain is partially shutting down, but I feel like, sorry, is this their art or is this oh, is this sort of? Wait, didn't they draw a monster? Sorry, monster Calcid too. Oh, two pieces, I guess. I don't know how many cards are there in the deck, but pretty cool, pretty cool. I don't know. It might be the music too. But I'm completely shut down. I have no comment. Like I'm looking at all these things. I like the way that they're doing the render. The colors look really nice. The composition looks very nice. All these design and more graphical elements are really nice. But I can't ingest any information. It's just kind of coming in and going out instantly. I just feel kind of tired, but not actually that tired compared to usual either. It's just more fatigue rather than actually being sleepy. Oh, I think I'm interesting. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, it's good. It's good. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it's good that you didn't see it necessarily, but I want to make sure that it wasn't too distracting. So I turned down the opacity and I lowered the speed. So I just have people's names going across the bottom. I kind of wanted to do the rolling like text kind of thing for a while now. I just didn't have anything to put there. And then I figured that I could do something like that. Oh, I see. I do like, this is like, oh, I see. I really like the colors in this one, I remember, because of all the grays. Oh, it's kind of bluish. It looks kind of blue, I think. And then like all the really saturated highlights here. The dash of color on the hair. And then also the framing itself is very interesting because they're using the drapes here. I don't know what the proper names are. But they're using these things to actually as like negative space. They didn't render it on purpose. I think that was like really cool. I would really like to study. I mean, no one's stopping me from doing it. But is this a work in progress? Hello? What part of this is in progress? Other than the eyes? Wait, what? They drew a version with and without the eye patch? I guess it's always easier, I like to have the eye first, right? And then you cover it. Otherwise, it's kind of weird. Don't really know where to place the patch. They made the Bug Knight. I'm not sure which one. But what's the ticker text on the bottom? It's just a what do you even call it? I guess like a token of appreciation. A lazy token of appreciation. I'm trying to get everybody who's yeah, basically people who are like active in the chat that I have seen. Like, you don't have to be super active, right? Like, but if I've seen the name, I'm just going to put it there. Rifu Hata. The bug that? Have we been here? Yeah, I've never seen this. Ooh. Oh, that is very, very, very nice. Wait, hang on, what? Some crisscross applesauce, but like it looks really like the patterns on those wings, right? Oh my god, all these like really tiny spikes with like the brush. That's kind of genius. That is kind of genius. Huh. Oh, whoops. On a different layer. Where is my... here. This looks more vibrant to me. Oh, am I crazy? Are they the same thing? Oh, this is more like a compilation one. I don't know how I feel about the other ones, but I guess this is easier for my scripts to pull. Yeah, and I think I'm not a big fan of like the proportions and the theming and some of the other, like even just rendering and the, oh well, I guess colors mostly. It's got that really, I don't know, like spotlight kind of vibe, but some things are really dark. I keep misclicking. Yeah, this artist right here, definitely top artist. Wait, actually, now since we're here and I remembered and I seen this, I would like, oh my god, I just realized these things are, I made everything black and white because I wanted it to not interfere with my thing. But these things are literally impossible to tell if they're on or off. But sorry, I'm just gonna take the opportunity here to oh wait, let's do highlights actually. Accent? This should filter it a little bit better. Actually, I don't have the red section. Where is it? I thought it might filter. Oh wait, what am I doing? I have the artist name. I don't even need to do this. Assuming they didn't change their name. I'm just gonna borrow this so it's easier for me. I don't have to type this. And there you go. Dang, I've got quite... It's so clean too. I'm gonna have to do a study. Actually, let me just take the one that I really like. I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible, the favorites list. But I'm just gonna make sure I document that. Oh yes, thank you, Duve. Also, thank you, Uni, again. I guess Uni today not only came earlier for the daily, but also contributed to. Not to say that you couldn't, Duve, but like she managed to sneak in the second one. Yeah, I have to come back. Oh my god, I don't know how I feel about, like, I'm so confused and conflicted because I feel like this is really nice, really clean and all that. It feels like I want a style like this, but then I think maybe exploring the themes is more important, and then trying to express the ideas first and foremost, rather than trying to fit a style in. Actually, this is a lot rougher than I thought it was gonna be. Dang, it doesn't feel like it from here. I really feel like it's those like a tiny amount of very sharp detail and very like small shapes. Small and hard edge shapes kind of just like pop everything out because it tricks your brains into thinking that it's complete. And then your brain auto-fills the rest, I feel like. It's like the particles at the very end. Oh, the hands are not even drawn, dang it. What, dude? I didn't even see this. One day, you're gonna be this effective at This is basically a sketch for them. Hello? What? This is like a work in progress tweet too. This is just a sketch, and it looks complete. It's not even done yet. Okay. This one is very interesting, actually. I don't know, like, I don't know if you guys see, like, this strip. Like, how do I say this? Like, because this is the brightest part. I feel like, you know, it tends to be the place that people will look at. But what I'm looking at is literally just the two black circles. That's the only thing I see. If you ignore everything else, the space station and everything, just like two black circles like this with this specific shape, and the lines here suggesting certain geometry, it feels very... It feels a little unsettling. It's like a black hole. You're getting sucked in or something. That's a very interesting thing, because it's kind of what we're trying to do now, right? We're trying to set up unsettling scenes, but then having some source of comfort. This is a direction that I've never experienced before, I feel like. I see that? Like, you feel like this distortion on it. I wonder if it's... like how strict this is, you know? Like does it have to be a specific curve that makes me feel like this? Or is it like just... because I feel like if this were like circle, right, it wouldn't have worked. There's something here that oh, I wonder if this extended out. It would have been kind of cool if it just kind of tracked all the way. Oh, but then the top would not be symmetrical, so it kind of needed to be symmetrical-ish. Anyways, can you grab it? Damn, this artist is really good. Render, color, and some of the things that are being presented, but just the shapes and stuff too. I think... oh, I need... Alright. Yes, thank you for the dailies. I'm gonna go back to my sunset hell. Sorry, I don't mean to favorite my own stuff here. Let me get rid of that. I was trying to test my my code, but I think all the artists here, especially the ones that, well, pretty much just the ones that did some render, I would like to go through, you know, eventually and do a study of these artists. I'm starting to notice more of these sort of I don't know what you call these patterns, like contour lines. Like, it looks like the contour lines on the map, but it is, I guess it's just these concentric rings. Because this artist had a lot of them too, in some of these. Where do I see it? Alright, in the books. Over here. In the books. I don't know if Arknights, before Arknights came about, like if they were kind of like a mix between like graphic design and like rendered composition, like with those very artistic and designy kind of comps. I feel like ever since Arknights came out, I'm seeing more and more of these kind of compositions. But then yeah, like but because I also haven't really looked at art before Arknights anyway, so like my thing is entirely biased. Yeah, like these lines here. Actually, how are these made, dude? The previous ones looks like they might just be like some kind of pre-generated pattern thing, then they're just copy and pasting everywhere. But like these ones look like they might be generated specifically for this. I remember like a while ago we were looking at this set of software, like painting software, and one of them was specifically for generating geometric shapes. So maybe it's like that kind of software where you can generate these kind of things a little bit more easily. Because the only other way I think I would be able to do this would be like Blender, but it seems very cumbersome if you just need 2D anyways. But yes, anyways, thank you, Duvay. This is great. Contributing to my favorites list, which is very important. Back into the fiery hell that is this. We go. And it's gonna take a while. So at this point, I've kind of lost track of how. I don't know how people feel about this right now. I think maybe it looks very scary at first glance. Still, probably because I am starting to lose that sort of horror vibe to it now. I don't really feel it anymore. This just feels very peaceful now. I don't know if I'm overdoing it or underdoing it. I have to fix the edges later. I'm gonna push the thing a little bit more. I guess this should be more tapering on the lighting. Horror-esque. Oh, hello, Igami. Again. Hello again. I think like maybe as a first piece, like okay, so for example, like right now it's kind of different, right? When we're creating this, it's probably gonna be out of order and so on and so forth. But like if we're trying to present Ria as a character, trying to establish like what her narrative and so on and so forth is, this is probably not a good piece to start off with, because it is definitely a little bit strong on the stronger side. I think it would be easier to start off on something like this, right? It still kind of has the same set of colors and so on and so forth, but like it's presenting it in a little bit more of a mellow way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sandman menacingly. I'm hoping that she doesn't look too menacing. Yes, the Dutch angle is on purpose as well. So the theming here, by the way, like I've mentioned this a little bit before, but just to briefly mention it now, it's just that I'm just trying to bring back things I felt in the past, where environment always tends to be very empty, very dark, very sort of monochromatic because it's very boring, and things always feel a little bit unsettling. And then she is supposed to be the one that sort of brings the comfort in. I get that probably that's not what you guys are feeling, but that's what I am going for. And I personally myself am very much at ease. I'm very much at peace right now. Dang, dude. From a lower angle. Does it feel like it's a lower angle? I don't really know what it feels like. The vanishing point is right around her neck right now. Because I was playing with it earlier today and I couldn't figure out where it should be, because otherwise the hospital might look too big or the environment might look too big or something. I getting kind of confused, but yeah, I'm not really very good with horror. I don't perceive this as horror at all right now. But like the stuff like with bodies and stuff, I think maybe down the line there will be stuff like that. Not necessarily because I want to convey horror, but just because like I think the world is very raw, right? Like everything in the world is very raw. You know, if someone get hit by a bus in front of you, they just die, and that's kind of it. There's nothing to it. So there will be scenes like that, I imagine. Down the line. What? You guys are not comforted by this? What? impossible. So with this one exercise, I actually brainstorm a lot of ideas. Like everything comes naturally when things are kind of lined up right. I can see myself making a game for her based off of like some of the ideas that I've had. And this is kind of hard. It's like reflecting the light and then reflecting the railings too. Also, mine's too straight. Ironically, I should probably have drawn this freehand. Dang it. A pain in the ass. Right. Also, like, yeah, about the game thing. In brainstorming ideas and in doing so, I kind of gave oh shit, I thought I was doing it freehand the whole time, and I was just a god at drawing straight lines. What the fuck? I'm stupid. But anyway, sorry. It will give the flower a little bit more meaning because does this look good? That's kind of weird. Anyways, I should have put the white lines on a separate layer again. Goddamn. So I don't really know yet. I don't really know. Sorry, I don't really know what you're talking about. I was gonna say I don't really know what I'm gonna go for, but I also realized I have no idea what you're talking about. Pixel game is like pixel art kind of game. Is One Shot a specific game name? Let me take a look. Damn, look at the colors. It's so good. Dang, dude. I've seen these characters in a lot of furry art. I don't think I need to elaborate any further, but I see what you're saying. I have to admit that I haven't really played a lot of these games just because of the graphic. I always find it too rudimentary, and I find myself really hard to sort of connect with it as a result, right? But like I feel like, you know, realistically, if I were to make a game by myself, this is the only kind of thing that I could possibly realistically make in any reasonable amount of time and effort. So I feel like if I were to do something, I would have to play a bunch of these first and try to get a feel for what I like and don't like about the sort of presentation, and then we can see how and then I can see how I can make use of certain things or not. But what do you mean not a furry? What? How is this not a furry? Is that not a furry? Is that a human? No way, dude. Anyways, yesterday I was struggling with the idea of why the flower is what it is, right? But the flower will have meaning now. If we were to make a game, it would just be a game that collects flowers. And then the whole point is that you're trying to visit a grave, and then that would be the whole story. Sorry, not the whole story. That would be the whole point of the game. I'm not sure about the gameplay loop itself. It'll probably be kind of boring because I don't really want it to be very combative and whatnot. It's more about exploring the world and exploring the story and the setup. But yeah, I can see some ideas coming out. Things that might make sense. Oh no, the flower wouldn't be any flower specifically, especially not something that exists in the real world, I think. If I were to make it, it would just be a random ass thing. I need some brushes at some point here, but I'm still not satisfied with the colors. So I'm still kind of stuck on the stage. The original has a really strong contrast, which I'm not really getting because I don't have a very bright set of spots. I feel like I also don't really know how to place them because the original has the light coming in at an angle. I imagine for us it would just be only around her legs here. But what kind of shape would it take, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe you can have a little bit. I don't know what's reflecting the light in the original. Why is it reflecting it like that? It looks kind of good though if you zoom out. I don't know what it's doing, but what is that? Oh, I see. The bottom of the floor has like, oh, okay. I didn't see that. All right, that makes sense now. I know what that is. Just like some kind of a curve. Whatever. Let me see. This. Shadows need to be redder too. I need to do full commit at some point. I'm gonna full commit some red scene first. Origami. Oh, sorry, Origami. I just saw that. It's less of like anything physical. It's more like a glitch. This space that I want to present, it would not be like an actual physical space. It'd be more of just a glitch kind of vibe. It'd be nice, I think. Be more interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it's always fun to have a bit of mystery, you know, like things that don't really make sense or exist in the real world. And they're never really gonna be explained. Because there's not much point. They just kind of serve a narrative purpose and then that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I mean, she is kind of messed up for sure. No hints. It's not that there are no hints or anything. It's that I don't even know. Like I don't know why it is what it is. It just kind of exists. That's kind of my my idea for it. Like I too would love to know. I have no idea either. Things just feel right, and then I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think most of the color and idea, well, not quite. The ground is not anywhere close. I need that sort of red border to be in first. I need to see how much red and where and what shade of red too. Only when those things are all set can I go on to like start cleaning up shapes and stuff with a texture brush. Yeah, things are still kind of abysmal. Let me see. Still lacking some. We don't have the flare that I'm feeling from the original. It's not nearly as bright. There's not as much bright area, and there's not as much red. The colors on the walls are looking kind of dull as well. Yeah, okay. Okay, at least if I verbalize it, I can get a better idea of what I'm missing here. It's been so hard to try to spot it because of how saturated everything is anyways. I think I can just be aggressive like this for now, and then I'm going to come back to it if it's too much. It's not even bright enough, bro. We can propagate it a little bit here. The mouth. I'll do her justice one day, with like actually more conventionally beautiful things. I have to wait a little bit longer for that. Why am I on overlay? Am I what? Did I do this? Oh wait, actually maybe I just cheat like this. It kind of adds the. It's a bit too saturated, perhaps. I don't know how I feel about this. What I do know though, that my mom is gonna think that I'm like this is demonic. 100%. Oh boy, I can't wait to have that conversation. She'll understand though. Even the sketch doesn't look too bad. So, but this is okay. No, this is close. This is close. Yeah. Okay, so what else do I need? Need to make the flower glow. Let's make that glow first. Let's only point up, I think. Yeah, okay. Glowy. Let's try this. Nope. Oh, glowy. How do? Actually, maybe no layer modes. Wait. So if I were to go with the story idea that I was thinking of about the game and all that, this would have to be some kind of orange, I think. Which kind of fits. But I also kind of wanted to have some reds. The reds I think need to come in the form of outlines or something. So it sort of adds to it, but it isn't the main thing. Make it blue. Oh yeah, sorry, Duvet. I was saying that just as you were typing, isn't it? I am not allowed to use any other colors other than this monochromatic palette because of the world setup. Well, actually no, that's not true. Let me take that back. Because so let me so how should I say this, right? The current world design setup is such that there is only this sunset color, right? There's only this sunset sort of lighting. And it's not to say that we cannot have any other colors. We can have torch lights and LED lights and any other kind of lights. But those would come in, I think, only on very special occasions. Because now we're getting into realm of telling stories, and I need to figure out what those lights represent. Yeah, so I guess I can briefly mention this. I don't remember if you guys were here yesterday when I was talking about this, but the current design is such that the environment is a constant state of being, right? So the theme here is that we have comfort within an unsettling environment. I understand that right now maybe she herself is a little bit unsettling as well, but the environment is meant to be a very sort of dead kind of vibe where nothing changes. So this lighting stays, right? The monochromatic palette is meant to show that there is no color and there's no sort of fun, right? It's just very dead and very flat. And part of the inspiration also comes from these images of like sunset. There is this sort of a period of time where I think, or maybe it's like a camera exposure trick, I'm not really sure, but you can actually observe this in the real world because I saw some time lapses where when the sun is setting, you have this period of time where the city's lights are not on, and all you have is this sort of dimming light. So it feels like things are dying, it feels like things are ending, but they're not ending and they're kind of always stuck in this state. It's kind of what this environment is meant to be. The environment is always going to be man-made. It's not natural, but the environment is also not alive at all. And the light representing going complementary make the it could, but the thing that I'm trying to go for is I am not too sure yet because I don't feel it right now. I think the light from the flower represents something that was complementary will make the really hour. Yes, I would agree, but I don't want it to pop like that because the focus here, I think in that case it will probably draw too much attention to the flower. But regardless, I kind of want to just keep the monochrome for now. As I explore more pieces, I think I probably get a better idea of what the colors, when colors should come in. I'm not sure when they should come in just yet, because it doesn't feel right just yet. But I do recognize that it's a good idea. Right, the main sequence. Okay, anyways, that's the rough idea here. As for why the flower is meant to be orange here, is because the one character that I have that died, her main color was orange. It's not why the sunset lighting is chosen in the first place, but if we are to say, for example, make a game where it's all about collecting flowers and visiting a grave, then I think it would be better if the flowers carry her color, and it would be my own sort of a homage to that character as well. It wasn't planned. It just happens to kind of come together in a way. I'm actually, yeah, I would like to add more colors. Is the thing I was thinking, because like a lot of these pieces that I do like, does have like this complementary sort of purplish gray kind of vibe to it, like these ones as well. But for this one piece right now, I'm just gonna go with this really high contrast and kind of unsettling vibe. Also, there are some other decisions I never talked about, like for example, Ria herself. There's debate as to whether if the scar should be or should not be there, because it depends on at what point of the story and what stage of my life I'm trying to represent. But I feel like I'm more leaning towards not actually being in the past, but sort of just more reminiscing the past, right? So we should carry the scars that happened already, right? The events have happened already, and we're just kind of reminiscing, and we're kind of just exploring, and maybe kind of stuck in purgatory. Like there's a lot of sort of parallels with the themes and the setup here that sort of follows the what I'm actually physically experiencing right now, because like for example, like to some extent I couldn't escape I couldn't just let go of my past, which is what kind of why we're on this journey in the first place. Therefore, the reminiscing, the emptiness and everything is meant to reflect how I feel about other things back then. And then there's also what else is there? There's like a couple other themes that kind of fit. Oh yeah, the fact that I don't remember anything, right? It's also sort of represented by the sort of disconnectedness, the disjointedness of all the different pieces. Because all of these illustrations that I'm drawing, they don't necessarily have a story. They don't necessarily depict anything in particular. They're just carrying the vibes. And altogether, they might depict a story, but it wouldn't be intentional, right? We're kind of discovering the thing together, just like how I am sort of remembering certain things that I have forgotten. And so everything kind of fits together really well, not just in the pieces themselves, but in the sort of process behind it as well, which is why I'm kind of excited. We graduate or not, I think that is an interesting idea because it's basically a state of mind, right? Because what I'm saying is that the scars already are present. So now, whether if they're perceived or not, now that becomes a narrative sort of tool, right? Because it reflects either the viewer's sort of perception or the state of the world, and how it progresses. Maybe like as you unlock and do certain things in this hypothetical game, certain memories unlock and certain pieces of things come back. It could be interesting. It's like a rediscovery, right? Which is kind of the journey that we're on to. So that is also valid. I think that's also a great idea. It's that's what this sorry. I'm gonna write these things down, right? So also with regards to this page itself, this whole setup here is reflecting what I learned from Pio Tegro. Like the discussion that we have after Pio Tegro. Not necessarily directly learned from her, but the fact that I realized that my process is kind of like a pile of shit because it's too unstable, it's too rare, it's too passive and all that. So the thing I've decided is that we need a theme and a memory that drives everything. We insert our character, we insert our environment, and then we talk about the finally we talk about the decision making for the art itself, right? Based on the ideas that we want to present, which we have highlighted and concretely put down before, we then decide that, hey, color I want monochromatic for XYZ reasons. I want there to be high contrast for XYZ reasons. And then what about the render? You know, what is the idea for the render? Oh, I want Ria to be the source of comfort, so she should be a little bit softer. Maybe, I don't know what this means, by the way. These are all just very high level sort of ideas. As for the actual execution, we're about to figure out in the next few days. But so like the process itself is really good. We have like the music that sort of ties everything together, so I can keep track and make it so that I can re-inspire myself if I lose track of the vision. I have art references, which is this, which links to my other art map, which everything is all linked up together pretty well. And then finally we have some notes, some additional notes. I think it's interesting idea that you have presented, Igami. I'm gonna write this down. So scars, for example. Oh my god, why is it? Should have because reminisce. Oh shit, how do you spell reminisce? Alright. But maybe slower review depending on narrative / character / viewer. What's the word? It's not just point of view, but like there's sort of transformation of their point of view. Oh, I should just do that in the transformation. Oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. And then over here, I can keep track of game idea. So a great way to reflect on. Oh, you see, now as we're talking about this, right? Because if we're collecting flowers, where are we collecting these flowers from? And this is where the flower maybe come in. Because let's say I'm saying that the flower is that color because it was the main color of my old character, then wouldn't it make a lot of sense that these flowers are only collected from places that are significant to their character, right? To my interactions with their character. So essentially the flowers themselves are pieces of memories. And we're reminiscing, we're collecting memories, we're going through the past, we're seeing her contributions, we're collecting it, and then we're presenting it to the grave so that it's all together and it's not forgotten. And that ties everything else together. That ties everything together, I feel like. It will give a reason as to why the flower is that color, because it's memories of her. And it will give a purpose for the whole thing. And right now, as to why Ria is kind of presenting this, there's not really any good reason, I suppose, but we could just maybe say that she's like, it's time, we should go on this journey. It's the time of the year. Merry Christmas. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. As we talk this out and fleshed out the ideas, it's I really underestimated, by the way, like the sort of these kind of like behind the scenes planning. I always thought that it would make more sense for me to just go around and look at things and be inspired and just seize that moment and then just execute on the one thing with that sort of that emotion burning inside of you. And in a sense, we're kind of still doing it, but there is a huge amount of value that can be gained from literally writing down the ideas and then just like not even executing on it and just letting different things kind of flood in. And then you get like ABC ideas, and then you do the contrast, and then you realize that, hey, why do I feel a certain way about A and then a certain way about B? And then in that sort of process, you figure out that, oh, there is this disconnect, or there's this other factor I never considered. And all of a sudden, you have a better idea somewhere else. Definitely underestimated the importance of this. I think that's okay, sorry. I am just noticing that there is a bit of a weird disconnect between, oh, I see. Sorry, these doors are meant to be like hospital rooms. They're kind of side by side in pairs like this because I think the doors are kind of closer together. And then like there's the room on either side, right? Like if you view top view, it's like a room, two rooms side by side, but the doors are nearer to the center. But because of the corridor over there, that's meant to be a corridor, the giant black void. The doors are not quite lined up like one, like right in front of each other. I don't know if that makes sense as a hospital layout, but let's say if that's the case we're going with, it feels like I'm kind of scaling them a little bit wrong. I think the reason is because the spacing between the two doors is not really truly reflecting how far they are away from the viewer. So there is a bit of a disconnect between like how far I want them to be versus how far they appear to be. So maybe if I like made this a little bit closer, it would have been a bit better. So that these doors feel a little bit closer. I can also pull them over a bit. Anyways, from this point on, there's gonna be a lot of skill issues. Yeah, anyways. Sorry, I digress. Actually, this door here is actually lower than the bar, but according to these doors are way higher than the bar. What was I talking about again? I kind of forgot, but I think it's not that important. I think we're exploring some design and planning ideas, but then I got sidetracked by this. Right, so this is like here. If I want to do it like this. Probably not enough space, not enough material as well. Yeah, thereabouts. That looks kind of weird that it's all the way here. Whatever. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the washroom. regardless of what color. I guess pushing it down anyways. Huh, interesting. Really considered. Right. Anyways, what do I need? I'd like for that to be more doors, but I don't know if that would fit. What is that? What kind of junk? We don't have anything glowing on the walls. The contrast is not nearly enough. Yes, let's see. More colors. I can't hear the music anymore, by the way. It's no longer registering even if I wanted to. The music, like, it's meant to be ambient, so it doesn't have any, enough of, like, contrast, basically. And it's just completely turned into a white noise at this point. It's just food decay. It's all gone. GG. Is it not playing? I was scared for a second. Not that anyone really wants to hear it, but like it's just more of a documentation thing. But yes, Igami, there is this really haunting sort of empty music. It's actually from the new Ryan Gosling movie. His name is Ryan Gosling, right? It's got Project Hail Mary. Have we talked about this before? I can't remember, but like I feel like so this is like a ambient arrangement of like one of the soundtracks, I think. Because if it wasn't an arrangement, I would have gotten copy struck like I don't know 2 hours ago. I didn't watch this movie, but because I was listening to other space movie music, this one came up at work, and then I was like, oh, that's pretty good. So I was listening to this at work. Yeah, it's a little bit soft. It's in the pinned comment if you pinned message if you want to listen to it. I'm not gonna turn it up because I don't think people want to hear it that much. No, it's fine. Maybe I can be a little bit brighter. I'm gonna have to split the canvas actually. Yeah, okay. Because my navigator is it's not flipping when I flip it, if that makes sense. But I'm trying to line it up with the reference to see what is missing here. Because this color is, and despite being monochromatic, this is very hard to get right. Ironically, a lot harder to do. Mm-hmm. There's no attachment, no alignment. I'm not attaching to anything. The control is not able to take over. Just let it autopilot go through. I need a source. I need a point source. Oh no, it's not quite it's not quite like that, huh? Oh, right. I should be targeting the... Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the first beam of light that's reflecting, which is spawning from this position here. So it has to line up no matter what. It's just which angle, I guess. Oh, shit. Messed up my layers again. This part can be more orange. I'm kind of scared, but also kind of excited for the render because I see a lot of patterns on the walls and on the ceiling that I can try to emulate. But then otherwise, I feel like flat, blank walls like these are some of the hardest things to do well, just because it's nothing really to put there. But this time around, there is something to guide me, so... Feeling a bit more confident otherwise than I would have otherwise. This other wall should just mimic it, I think, so I'm just gonna pull it. But I want to keep this grayness here. It's kind of coming together, right? Like some of the like these parts, like some of the brushstrokes are not really helping. The ceiling especially. She is kind of reminiscing, huh? You know, like strictly speaking, her left eye is not biological. So it does give off a bit of light. It's not gonna help her. She's gonna look like Sans. It's gonna be Undertale. Holy crap. My god. Dang, the ceiling looks really interesting. It really reminds me of like a flat calligraphy brush with some kind of texture on it. But I don't have any... Oh, wait, hang on. Can I make one that's just noise? I have like 10 bajillion brushes too. I don't even have one that I can use. What is this? Like, if this were flat, I think it would have maybe worked. Yeah, like this flat marker. Wait, what is this? Why is this solid now? What? Where did my stuff go? Did I mess this up? Hang on, I'm gonna reset. Reset all settings to default. Oh, they really shouldn't put reset all and save all at the same place, dude. This is insane. Like, this is one misclick away from just ruining a brush forever. Blue and Surge. Dang. I think my viewers, you guys are gonna draw like about like 80% less red and sunset colors. Not just because of this one piece, right? But because of what I'm about to do for the next 2 weeks. We're gonna be here for a while, I think. These colors. Oh shit. Oh shit. No, but I guess like you guys might actually want to do this now because you guys can choose to put more purples and blues, just to sort of balance it out inside of yourselves. Maybe that's maybe it's the opposite effect. Well, what do you mean hellish, man? This is such a cool environment. Look at this, so comforting. Look at the comforting warmth of the sunlight. Look at the cute cat girl presenting you a flower. How is this not comforting? What? Impossible. It's still really, really dirty. Like, the rendering is very dirty. I need to commit to some of the shapes, but I don't know how just yet. But I'm gonna, like, this is great. Like, I feel more motivated than ever. There's also a lot less complexity, I feel, because we're only doing monochromatic. For better or for worse, it's monochromatic. So I'm kind of excited to try and work through some of the renderings. Because I feel like with the tools that I've had created, the references that we've collected all over the years, sorted, surely somehow I can make this work, right? Surely this time around I can make something different and better. Oh, wait, I thought I was using the... I think the problem with this brush is it's not a fixed size. And then when it is, it's just a round brush, it's not flat. It's giving us a bit more noise though, so I'm just gonna use it. And then if my hypothesis is correct, right, like if I put in just a little bit of sharp lines, would it help? Like, would it supposedly make it better? I don't really have a good brush for it. Although these lines are not really that sharp. Anyways, too much nonsense right now. I wonder how I feel about this tomorrow. It looks pretty good to me right now. I can kind of feel it. Kind of. What am I feeling though? What am I not feeling? Oof. Hang on. So it's a color problem. Let's do have the colors first. Still not done yet. I am pulling in. bit more darker color here. Yeah, this texture is a bit too big. The ceiling got too dark. It's not aligned properly. What a surprise. I kind of want to put these notches in, but I don't know what they are. Like, I understand that these are doors, but why are there like inverted doors on the ceiling? What could it possibly be? Could it be windows? But that's like, but I guess you could put a curtain on the inside. SCP? We just have like inverted patients and like normal patients. That's like what? That's the plot point of what's the English title? I don't know. But Patema. Sakasama no Patema. Also, Upside Down. Upside Down's a good movie. It's kind of cliche, kind of a movie, but Upside Down is like one of my favorite movies. It's a story. It's a very sci-fi-ish story about two different Earths, I think. Like being connected by like well, is it connected? But they're just kind of rotating in tandem. And like people of one planet will have their own gravity. So if you go to the other planet, you will be upside down. Like you'll be flying into the sky basically. And then it's a love story about one from each side basically. One person from each side. It's a poor guy and a kind of wait, is she rich? I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched the movie now. What else is lacking though? That's kind of it. Now the scaling isn't done the same, so it feels a little bit emptier and more awkward. Part of what I'm feeling, I think, is because of the lack of rendering at this point, but also, yeah, I think the original has like a good amount of noise and detail and stuff like that. It is part of the rendering, but like just inherently, I think like it's more emptier too in mine because of the doors and shit. Maybe I'm gonna pull the doors up higher. Maybe I'll just add in the inverted thing. I guess we don't really need to understand why it is there. Just that it is. Yeah, my stomach's growling. I thought I ate dinner. do something better for you, some other day. I wonder what kind of cake she would like. But the spacing needs to fit perspective well. Need to be more careful with this. Yeah, group it over here. Yeah, what are these things? What are these things? Oh my god. It feels more interesting already just because it's more contrast. I'm so kind of inclined on filling up all the space now because, you know, if I'm adding this without really understanding what it is, if I don't do exactly the same thing, there's a good chance that what I'm doing doesn't make any sense. But if I keep it exactly the same, the chances of it being nonsensical is a lot lower. But I don't have enough space for the double. Soviet, I suppose. Nande. Basically that for the music at this point. Somehow. It's kind of okay. We're getting close, I'll say. Uh, Oh, I see. It's because of this. That's good. Yeah. I was putting in just a little bit of orange. I misclicked the transparency color, which revealed the one behind. I was like, oh shit, she glowing. Incandescent. Oh shit! I just saw the navigator. Okay, there's a lot more glowier than what I'm seeing on my tablet. It's a lot crazier than what I was looking at. Like at this point, it's kind of insane because what I'm seeing on my tablet is quite different. The whites are a lot brighter. Like the bright parts are a lot wider. Sorry, I got that flip. And then the reds are a lot orangier. A lot more orangier. And then what else is there? Yeah, it's just a little bit more yellow shifted, it feels like. I don't know if I want her to be... Maybe this is more impactful, I think. This has that contrast. But do I want her to be like this though? I don't know. So it's gotten to the point where, like, because the original idea is unsettling environment, comforting Ria. That's the point, right? But it's gotten to the point where for everyone else, it is just unsettling and it's just scary. Regardless of what I do, right? The environment is scary, Ria is scary. This lighting is insane. For me, no matter what I do is comforting. It's Ria. So I cannot, there's no way to evaluate this anymore. It's just... Like, what we are perceiving is just completely different. No matter what I do, like, this is great. Like, over the decade and a half, I've conditioned myself to this thing, like, Ria equals comforting. Whatever environment that she is in, whatever thing that she is doing, that is correct. Right, I will do whatever I want. I don't know what I want at this point now. Because, right? Because everyone else feels one thing, and then I get what... I think the way I'm presenting this idea might make you guys think that I'm trying to do something that will make satisfy other people rather than myself. I would definitely like draw something that I want to see. Ah, okay, I see. More comforting if you add another color. Oh, that's not... that's not... We have to do it within the confines of this palette. Cooler tone? Oh, actually, that's... Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, thank you, Yini. Also, I really like the way you presented Dubé, right? It's my job to make the world see her the way I do. I think that might be a little bit hard because my point of view isn't quite the same, I think, as the global observer, perhaps. But I like that because it's like the artist's job to make the art look good, right? The art's not gonna look good by itself, right? And it's the artist's job to make it look good. Look, she's more gray now. More desaturated now. Wow. There probably won't be any cooler colors to this extent, but maybe a little bit purple might work. A little bit as in like what, 3 points of hue shift, 3 points of value shift. Is that a difference? That's a difference, yeah, that's a difference. Kind of inclined to make all the shadows kind of like this though. I need the palette to still feel chromatic. Oh, oops. Monochromatic rather. Yeah, but this is too strong or something. Oh, but like I'm not doing it right either. Only too different. Oh, it's not dark enough for that too. Kinda awkward. Oh, I think the look I want is this thing. This is the look I wanted. The comforting part doesn't necessarily come from like the hue and all that. It's maybe like some kind of contrast within her rendering itself. Although at this point, I don't know how much I'm rendering on her. What am I even doing for her? Yeah, it'll be some kind of like reflected light, subsurface scattering. A bit of scattering through the hair. Reflected from the ground, reflected from the walls. A little bit from the ceiling. Oh, a bit from the flower too. Wow, the flower is gonna cast a light bottom up on her face, so that's gonna be very comforting indeed. Yes, only usually. Not here. Not in this channel. Anyways, it's 12:30. Like for me, like anything Ria is completely 100% okay. Like for me, it's kind of the opposite because I think most people have like the way you do it would be you have your own set of values and you all have your own set of sort of thresholds, I guess. And then as things happen and as you see and observe the world, it's sort of compared against this threshold and you make decisions based on that. But for me, it's flipped because I use Ria as the alignment here. So whatever that she does is defined to be the truth, defined to be correct, and then I will do adjustments accordingly afterwards. It is part of the hack that I did it to myself in the past, so that I can. We actually did listen to 3 hours, 3 minutes and 26 seconds of this, this thing. Holy shit. But it's how I got through a lot of things in the past. Is because I aligned myself to Ria, and then I gave Ria a specific thing to do within like the context of what's happening in the situation back then. And because I delegated everything over, there is no sort of impact on my part. It's kind of weird. It's like a shell company. You route everything through the shell company, and then all of a sudden it's like a different person, and then it becomes a lot easier to do things, if that makes sense. So as those things carry over here, it's just it's making things a little weird. This is quite new to me. Whatever that we're doing here. Rim light, right? I think rim light would be the interesting thing. But there needs to be enough space for the contrast to be set up, which we do not have because the glass is just exploding. You can experiment with darkening and just making her stand out. Actually, that is interesting. The background is very bright, but if we make the background like darker, I can have the rim light be brighter, and then she will stand out that way as well. That could also be interesting. Reminiscent of that one piece, which I didn't paste here. Oh. But basically, like the highlight and the lines here. That one line there. Oh my god. Oh wow, the pots and stuff are all 3D rendered. I see. Dang, did they make this thing so they can render it? Looks like someone else's project, maybe. But anyways, I will hop off here. What day is it today? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dude. But like, if I can get like one piece out a week, that would be a good schedule. I think we can explore for like 2 months and burn everyone's retinas with this fiery color. Oh, but like, oh, but ew. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. We just continue tomorrow. I won't be playing the same piece of music tomorrow. For you guys, anyways. I'll be doing the same thing for myself, but you guys will get like more normal stuff. But yes, today just serves as a experience what I'm experiencing, I suppose. Anyways, thank you guys again for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.